So Best Arc got a hold of me and asked me to try their plasma cutter. And, well, I said, sure, why not? So here we are. I just went through and tested the machine on thick and thin metals, long periods of time and short periods of time. So I'm going to give you my quick down and dirty review. When I test things, I don't just test things to see if they work. I see how well they work and what the limits are. So if I break stuff, what happens? That's what I'm here for. Best Arc sent me their BTC 500 DP plasma cutter. 50 amp max plasma cutter. They say the duty cycle is 60% at full blast. On 220, it'll run 50 amps. On 110, it runs 35 amps. Now, I tried to run it on 110 to cut 1/8 inch plate, and well, it didn't really work out. It was severing it, but I needed a clean cut. So, got my generator set up, plugged it into 220, ran my little pancake compressor that has more than enough to use any of the plasma cutters that I've used. And lo and behold, it worked great. I set up a straight piece as a guide, was able to drag it down, and I could run that thing wide open, and I could cut an 8-foot piece in one stent, no problem. So I was pretty impressed by that, especially for these lower buck plasma cutters. And I'll get to the price here in a little bit. To do an 8-foot long cut with a plasma torch is pretty good, especially for a machine priced like this. So then I set it up for a piece of 1/2 inch bar stock. Now this thing is advertised to be able to cut, I think 5/8 of an inch. Let's see here, cutting thickness. Oh, here we go, that's what I was looking for. So it gives you a little chart right here, and it'll tell you everything it needs. Let's do a little conversion here for us Americans. So it says it's clean cutting thickness. So on 110, it says it can cut 10 millimeters thick cleanly. That's about 0.39 inches. So a little over 3/8 of an inch. Now, like I said, I tried it on my 110 socket, and it might be the power that it's getting because my junction box are kind of full, and I have a lot of things plugged in, so I don't get the maximum amperage I can get. So that'll vary based on what plug you're in, but on my plug, I could barely cut 1/8 of an inch. Just saying. Now on 220, it says it can cut clean 12 millimeters, which is a little less than 1/2 of an inch. I think that's even like just a shy over 7/16. Now it also says cutting thickness severance, which means the thickest material that it can cut that it can just blow through. This says 12 millimeters on 110 at 65 psi, which is again maybe a little bit more than 7/16 of an inch. And then 16 millimeters on 220, which is about 5/8 of an inch thick. But I set it up to cut 1/2 inch. Ironically, I put it up on my saw as a vise to plasma cut this piece of bar stock. And to my surprise, not only did it cut pretty clean. Now again, I'm running full blast, 55 amps, and I'm running about 58 psi of air pressure. Now I wasn't using a guide or anything like that. I was just freehand cutting, so the cut isn't perfectly straight. But all in all, came out pretty good. Then I set up and did a 3/4 inch piece of bar stock. Now that bar stock's only 3/4 inch square, but I set it up anyways just to see if it would sever it. And it came really, really close. So for a 50 amp machine that you can buy on Amazon or on Best Arc's website for around $250, I can sever a 3/4 inch plate and I can cut 1/2 inch plate cleanly. But it's very basic and simple. Here, I will show you on the display right here. Alright, so ignore the error messages because I don't have any air hooked up to it. I just wanted to show you the basics of this. So here, this button is for air or cut. Where it says air, that means you pull the trigger and it can check for air without igniting the arc. And then you put it to cut, and it's ready to cut. Now you also have the 2T trigger and the 4T trigger. 2T trigger is when you hit the trigger, you hold the trigger down to use it. 4T trigger is you push it to turn it on and push it to turn it off. You can also set your post time and your pilot arc time. So post time is how much time you want the air to come out after you're done. You cool down the tips. And then pilot arc time is how long you want it to try to ignite. That's the basics of the machine. Now down here is your regulator. You can adjust this plus and minus. It is not the most sensitive thing in the world, but it works, and it works pretty well. Now all you have to do is pull this knob out, and you hear a click, and then you can adjust it in plus air or minus air. Ground goes in here. You got your two cords in here. One of them's for the pilot arc, one of them's for ground, and then your air goes through right here. Also comes with that 110 to 220 whip. On the back here is the on-off switch, and right here is the water separator. The nice thing about this thing is that it has a metal shroud here to protect it. There's been plenty of other plasma cutters that I've used in the past where the air dryer is sticking out like this, where I have broken this because I hit it up against something. So this is really nice to see. So overall, I really do think this is a really good plasma cutter, especially for the price. There's a lot of settings on it that I wouldn't expect to see on a $250 plasma cutter, such as the 2T trigger and the 4T trigger, switching pilot arc times and switching post air times. That's really nice stuff to see. It's very easy to use. This torch is very familiar to a lot of other torches I've seen on plasma cutters, so nothing different. It does have a finger guard here. Has this guard, which you can take the guard off. These are not drag tips. Okay? This is not a drag tip. No. That's it. That's my short, quick review. I try to keep these things as simple and easy as possible. I'm not going to fluff this video up with a bunch of information that you don't need. It's a great machine. I tested it as hard as I felt like I needed to, and it performed fine. I never hit an overheat. It never shut off on me. I never had any issues. It just took me a minute to get the settings set up, but it was pretty simple. And the instructions are easy to read. That's it. Thanks for watching. Maybe I'll do more things like this. Stay tuned.